Today I'm going to be playing Europa Universalis 5, a game that lets you take control of any country in the world in the year 1337, and for the next 500 years you can control your country's economy, diplomacy, trade, warfare, conquest, exploration, colonization, your population, and more. The country we're going to be playing as for today's video is the Empire of Mali, one of the richest and most powerful countries in the entire world in the year 1337, and by far the richest and most powerful country in the entirety of West Africa. Mali does have quite a lot of unique content going for it, with lots of unique events and lots of unique country bonuses, but the thing I'm most interested in is what is it like playing a country whose ruler is the richest man that has ever existed in the history of the world, Mansa Musa. So, without further ado, let's jump in as Mali in EU5. Alright, here we are as the Mali Empire, ladies and gentlemen, starting off in West Africa as the 8th most powerful country in the entire world, and with a treasury that could make anyone envious. As Mali right here, man, we start off with a bunch of subjects all around us. All of these guys right here are our vassals, and most of them are loyal, which is super nice. That makes us even more powerful. They pay us a lot of money. We don't have to worry about control in those provinces. Lots of uncolonized land next to us that we could potentially colonize, and of course lots of gold producing provinces. So Mali, man, it has a lot of things going for it, but I'm interested in seeing what it doesn't have going for it. Obviously, institutions and technology is going to be a big deal, because by the time Renaissance and banking and professional armies get to us, let alone every other next advance, well, everyone in Europe is going to be extremely powerful, and we're not. So there's a lot to do here as Mali. So yeah, let me take a look at the starting situation, see what we need to do first. You know, maybe we annex some vassals, and maybe we go to war. All right, so the first thing we definitely want to deal with is the government right here, because we do want to get above 30% crown power. We start off with a unique tier 1 government reform. It gives us plus 5% crown power, cultural tradition, stab decay, progress to decentralization. Those are pretty nice. We're also going to go with aristocracy right here, even though this would be very nice for the crown power. Later when we get our third one, hopefully we can go with that. Our estates start off with some privileges already. Let me see if there's something I can grant them. Hey, do you want to be the richest man in the world just like Mansa Musa was? Well, now you can in Europa Universalis 5. That's right, if you want to check out EU5 for yourself, check out the link in the description or in the pinned comment, or use code THEREDHAWK in all caps at checkout on Paradox's website. It might be cheaper for you to get EU5 from Paradox's website as opposed to Steam, depending on where you're from, and of course I get a little cut of that, and it really helps support the channel. So go ahead and do it. Become the richest man in the world in Europa Universalis 5. Alright, I've granted out some additional privileges to some of our estates right here. Of course, that has tanked a little bit of legitimacy, but we're good. We do start off as Sunni, so let's go ahead and study some Islamic texts. These give us some nice bonuses, especially for stability. We are also going to allow slave religion, and we're going to marry our heir with lowborn. Our dynasty, man, actually not that big, dude. There's not a lot of living members. Look, we just got Mansa Musa, his brother, and then his son. Yeah, we definitely need to increase the Keita dynasty. Okay, with that done, we can go ahead and start researching as well. Now, I'm assuming we have, yes, just as I thought. So a lot of the Europeans will start off with the organized religion tree available for research, but we actually have some more things right here, which is good. Like I said, it is going to be a while before we get more institutions, but we start off with the Mandin Kurfa tier 1 government reform. So that's a unique tech we have right at the start. Just because we're Mali, obviously there's lots of other things because we're different things. We got plus 10% army morale from that as well, which is dope. I think there are a couple of more things. Yeah, look at this. So unique infantry type, unique cavalry type, more unique infantry. We got some unique buildings, more unique infantry, more unique cavalry. Yeah, lots of things already going for Mali, man. That is awesome. I actually like that quite a lot. But yeah, let's go with the stuff on this tree first. So I'm gonna go for the proximity and legitimacy. Then let's take manpower. Actually, don't need manpower this early. Let's go culture's capacity because, you know, the cultures are crazy over here. Just look at this map mode, man. Look at the different religions right here. Look at the different cultures. Obviously, if we go into our society, we are converting, you know, sort of automatically and slowly the religion, but the culture is not getting converted because they're on opposite sides of the spectrum, right? You either do religion by itself or culture by itself. Obviously, we want to get our Keita guys, you know, doing a bunch of stuff, so, you know, so we can increase more crown power. Luckily, we do have two of them, obviously the brother and the son. However, yeah, let's put a burgher in charge in this one, man, because we don't really want the nobles to gain more power. And let's go ahead and rival the Kanem Empire, the only other empire in West Africa. And let's rival Morocco, and let's rival Tlemcen and Tunis, apparently. 4 rivals, that's right, we're an empire. We do also have the ability to build a sergeantry, which I am going to do immediately in our capital. And then we also have the Sofa Barracks, which, yeah, it gives us a little bit of manpower, but we can still recruit regiments there. So let's actually not do these just yet. Of course, because of all the gold, even if we mint just a little tiny bit, we immediately get inflation, which we don't really want to do. So since we're making so much money anyway, man, I'm actually satisfied with this. And there we go. This is the zenith of the Mali Empire. We might become subject to the decline of empire disaster should control over our lands decay under weak leadership. Yeah, it's tricky. It's tricky. Yeah, we can trigger it if we have less than 0 stability. And obviously, historically, Mansa Musa did die in 1337. I haven't played Mali. I don't know if it's scripted for him to die, but I guess we'll see. I hope he doesn't. Our son isn't that weak. I'll give him that. Now, of course, aside from the, you know, institutions and technology, something else I'm gonna assume is gonna be very tricky here is getting various goods into our market right here in order to construct things. The Nyani market is actually fairly big, but yeah, I don't know. I think we're gonna lack access to a lot of things, man. Now, wait a minute. I was gonna not build anything because of the Black Death, but does the Black Death get here? Huh. Well, you know, at least roads don't employ anyone, so we can build a couple of roads, you know, stemming out of our capital for control. I'm already gonna expand, you know, RGO in our gold-producing provinces. Let's see, you know, how much, how much that changes things. We already have so many gold mines right at the start, man. We start off with 4 gold-producing locations as far as I can tell, and our subjects have more too. For now, I'm actually going to keep around the subjects. All of them are loyal, improving with all of them, obviously. If we annex these guys, control is going to be low there. We're going to get lots of different religions and cultures into our land, so yeah, let's not annex these guys just yet. Yeah, man, all of these guys are our subjects. We're actually kind of huge, dude. Jumped up to the number 7 in the Great Powers list. The only more powerful country that we know of is the Mamluks, and we're actually fairly close to them. Goddamn, he did die. Well, I guess we're not gonna be playing as the richest person in the world for a very long time. Yeah, I'm assuming it's like half scripted because he wasn't really that old. But there we go. We have a new Mansa, you know. There we go. Magan Keita. All right, we've acquired 4 wives for him, all of them lowborns, obviously, because no one wants to royal marry us, but hopefully he will be able to make lots of bebes with his wife. There we go, there's already 1 bebe right here, so yeah, we definitely need to increase the size of the Keita dynasty. His uncle's still around, though. Hopefully he won't try and be a pretender or something, because he is more capable, as we can see. This, of course, does mean we have to replace him in the cabinet, which will suck a little bit for our crown power, but that's okay. At least no nobles, right? Oh, damn, the uncle died too. That actually sucks. That actually sucks quite a lot. That's okay, though. Now, interestingly enough, we can technically start colonizing right at the start, right? So it's gonna cost about, I guess, 2-point-something ducats right at the start. At least we can, you know, in Sulimana, but that's... I guess it takes a look at the province as a whole. Yeah, it's gonna cost 66 ducats. I mean, do we start colonizing there? There are already tribesmen living here, right? Obviously, there are people in all of these, even though, you know, it's like not, you know, owned by a settled country. If we take a look at this map mode, actually, oh, not sure if we can actually see it here, but pop-based countries? Yeah, so these are all sort of like peoples, like a pretty like big people group, but they're not actually like a real country. So even though they live in your country, you actually can't play as them yet. Whereas over here, I guess, you know, these people are even less sort of consolidated than the Tuareg people, for example. They're just They're just people that are there, you know? I think I'm gonna hold off on trying to do this. It's probably gonna be very expensive and very slow this early. It is time to call our first parliament. Now, before that, we do want to take a look at the laws right here, man, in case we want to increase something. So I think what we want to take a look at is the, what you call it? Where is it? Yeah, the distribution of power. Right now, we got Gabara. Nobles, estate loyalty, add accepted culture cost, culture capacity, agenda impact for nobles. No, we want to swap that to favor the ruler. We also probably want to swap to inclusive levies. We probably want to swap to by blood as well for integration. Yeah, lots of laws we want to swap to, man. But either way, let's call the parliament, see what most is being voted on. I guess we can do expand gravel road network. It would be nice for us. It's already above 50%, so let's immediately go ahead and ask for law changes for the what you call it, where is it? Yeah, to favor the ruler. And we don't really have other things we want to do right here, so this parliament is gonna fail, but at least we're gonna pass the law. I actually did get support through events, nice. I could go for another law change right now, but I think I'm gonna hold off because I actually do want to pass expand gravel road network. Cool, it passed. My estates are actually building roads as well. So, oh right, yeah, they are. But you know, I'm gonna do the same thing. All right, so I've spied up on Guirico right here, who's only allied to Yatenga. I'm gonna do religious war on them. That's the CB I'm gonna create. There we go, just like that. Obviously, we can do that because a lot of these guys are different religions right here, so we don't gotta use parliament. And if we go ahead and hit them, it's gonna be me and all of my boys versus Guirico and Yatenga. If I co-belligerate Yatenga, Ouagadougou comes in. I don't want to fight Ouagadougou for now, so let's go ahead and declare war. Yeah, as soon as we get the CB, of course. Yeah, man, you know, usually there's always an obvious pick when choosing one of these free trees when the Age of Renaissance spawns, but all of these would be really good for what we're trying to do as Mali, man. This is like for subject and wars. This is like for the armies and stuff like that, and, you know, tolerance. This one's good for money. Since we're already, I guess, the best on money, it makes more sense to go with Diplo right here or with Mill. I think I'm gonna diplomatic focus, man. Yeah, cool. The CB on Guirico has been acquired. Let's go ahead and declare war, religious war. There it is. And there's the declaration. Okay, let's see how good this vassal swarm is. I'm actually not even gonna raise my levies unless my subjects get in trouble. Oh, they're looking pretty good. Yeah, looking at forts right here, man. Only Ouagadougou has a fort, and then these eastern guys. Any one of the guys we want to fight initially, no one's got forts, so it's going to be quick and easy wars. Well, we are enslaving quite a lot of people. I think that's what's so powerful about Muslim religions, man. Obviously, that does increase our population. Right, Yatenga's out, took war ups and money, and with Guirico, we are just gonna full annex them. Yeah, just gonna full annex them, that's it. So that's a very lovely and quick war just like that. Perfect, man. Okay, yeah. Mali, unless we get that disaster, I think it's gonna be very easy. I think Mali is gonna be very easy, folks. Since we're so rich, we're gonna be giving all of our children an expensive education. That, I think, should help also mitigate that disaster, right? In case we get a bad ruler or whatever, right? Okay, so taking a look at the buildings right here, I noticed, since I do have automation on buildings on, you know, just so I don't have to bother with everything, what does the... Oh, we definitely want to build these up. What does the slave market do? Monthly enslavement. Effects on location, but who do we enslave? Different religion people? Interesting. Oh, we're already building a royal court. Perfect. The game knows exactly what I want. Yeah, man. Building automation does work really well, I gotta say. What about royal garden? Yeah, we want to put down a royal garden as well. These unique, like, capital buildings, the blue ones usually are really good. Yeah. Yeah, so right now, 1.46% of our population consists of slaves. Yeah, I wonder how that whole thing works, especially later on. Damn, this is a frick-ass event. So obviously, even though we're not minting, we're still getting inflation just from all the gold. So we can either lose 4%, but lose 20 stability, or gain 4%. This actually sucks balls. It's gonna be a problem. Okay, so let's, we're doing the parliament. Let's swap the feudal de jure law right here, which is by blood, so we can integrate faster. Oh, we can invite a religious figure now. For just 22 ducats, we can convert and have less people join rebels. Yeah? Hell yeah, I'm gonna invite that dude. See, the good thing about Mali and its subjects is all of us know about feudalism and legalism, right? Whereas these other guys, they really don't. Yeah. And look, we got 2 Diplo Annex discounts in this extra branch. This one is just because we're Western African, right? Yeah, very nice. I definitely want to go down this part right here for the subjects after we finish this. So, yeah, loyalty of subjects, subject opinion, diplo-annex, diplo-annex. Very nice. Obviously, integration is very slow right here. That's why I want to pass this law, man, because if it's different religion, if it's different culture group, all of that increases the time it takes for stuff to integrate. Okay, so we do know about the Black Death. Does that mean it will spread to us? Oh my god, I hope it doesn't. Obviously, it spawns in the Golden Horde all the time, but I'm not... I actually am gonna procure remedies just because it's so cheap and we just gain these bonuses instantly. Or, maybe we don't. Let's see, maybe we don't. So at a certain point, I guess our guy died because we have a noble's regency. Sakura Niani, he's regent for Crown Prince Musa Keita. I mean, okay, our dynasty is still alive, but yeah, this guy died 3 years ago? How the hell did I not notice that? Okay, at least he had lots of children, so once all of these guys get of age, we can marry all of them off. They can have 4 wives each, 1 million children, so our dynasty is good as long as this asshole doesn't try to pull something. But what I was gonna say is, can we even do wars? Right? I got religious war. Oh, okay, we can do wars, even though we got a regency. Cool, cool. I was building up a professional army just so we can put Keita in charge to increase crown power even more, but yeah, I guess there's no point in that if we can't put him in charge, but that's okay, I'll keep building them. Alright, well, our professional army is here. Let's simply declare on Kong. Right, no, not build roads. Where the hell is declare on Kong? What the hell did I click? Oh, there it is. There's declare war, religious war. Yeah, easy. Hey, are you enjoying this absolutely pristine Mali Empire gameplay that you're watching right now? If you are, why not leave a like? It lets me know that you like the video and that you want to see more videos like this. And of course, if you haven't subscribed already, why not hit that subscribe button? More EU5 videos coming up and you don't want to miss out on any of them. They sure are fun. All right, let's get back to, well, whatever sort of mindless conquest we're doing. Alright, that's done. Took about 8 days. Nice. Is that another province I need to integrate? It is, isn't it? Wait, a province only has 2 locations? I've never seen that. Yeah, they're so big in West Africa. Alright, so I am slowly gonna start annexing a couple of subjects right here. Obviously, yes, objectively it is better to keep them as our subjects so we can technically gain more money from them. But from Diafunu right here, we're only making about a ducat 43 a month. 0.43 ducats a month. Sure, I am gonna start taxing them a little more, but it's not that much land. It's fairly close to, so let's just free up a little bit of diplomatic capacity, you know? I mean, even if it's only like 20 control in these provinces once we get it, we're still gonna make more than 0.43 or whatever it was. Oh, excellent. Crown Prince Musa has learned so much, yes? Wave of Sinicization? It's a little bit early for Zheng He, isn't it? It's only Yuan. Ruler and general in Yuan. We gain 20 opinions, strong relations with China. Middle Kingdom tribute power, monthly progress to Sinicized. What is this, dude? Distance from China. Cultural tradition, monthly progress to Unsinicized. What the hell is Sinicized and Unsinicized? What the fuck is this? What? No, let's not forget our roots. I'd rather get some cultural tradition. I don't know what the hell that is. What the frick? Oh my god, what is this, dude? Why do we have access to the Sinicized or Unsinicized societal values? What kind of bug is this? Oh my god, a Chinese West Africa? Jesus Christ, man. I do have to admit something though, it's been the topic of speculation for a few years now, and yes, I will admit, I am Chinese. 桂花飘飘，北风萧萧，天地一片苍茫。If you like that rendition of Yi Jianmei, make sure to hit that like button so I know that you want me to continue playing as Chinese Molly, apparently. So yeah, leave a like if you're having fun, man. And of course, subscribe for singing in Chinese and for more EU5 videos in the future. You don't want to miss out, do you? You know, originally I was going to title this video something like, you know, I played the richest country or the richest person or something like that. But if you see a title saying, I became Chinese as the Mali Empire or something like that, it's not gonna be wrong. Let me tell you that. Apparently, I'm becoming un-Chinese, though. I do wanna, swap this law here to religious teachings as well. So, yeah, doing various different laws, you know, whenever we call the parliament. So, law changes. Where's the education one? Why can I never find them, man? Why can I never find them? There it is. We want to swap to religious teachings. I want everyone else to be religious too, but I also want to push more towards spiritualist because that makes us, you know, convert faster, which we're already doing, man. We're already doing a lot of, you know, this is already like almost fully, Sunni, you know? Yeah, and look, we can create colonial charters and lots. What is that a freaking... Wait, it goes by province, right? But I guess that's just like... Okay, so it's more expensive actually the closer it is to us. Why? Okay, I know this one isn't fully integrated yet, but the province is only like 2 locations large. So let me test out colonization there. It'll cost 126 right now, which we got money, and then I guess 2.03 per month. Okay, so we do that and we select where to send pops from. Interesting. Well, Old Manding is the most populous, but let's actually send them from Guirico, where I conquered it from, you know? So a guy should arrive here or something, or are we doing it there? I guess it's the same, isn't it? So yeah, this increases by around 1% per month. Not this, because Kong is like fully done, but Bona is only 2.49, so I guess that's just how it works. At least for stuff that's right next to you, right? Obviously, like, we don't have anything that speeds it up or stuff like that, but, yeah, dude, being as rich as we are with Mali, we could probably spam up a few of those, but I want to figure out how it works first. Is it just this? Is this just how you colonize? Oh, interesting. I didn't even notice we have this. So we can revoke protected faith of the common people if we lose 20 stab. How much does it cost to revoke? Wait, no, that's stupid. I can revoke it for just 5 stability from here. What the hell? Let's not rock the boat. Instead, I actually am going to revoke it from here because this bans conversion of peasants, laborers, and soldiers. I do not want to ban the conversion of that because we are actually converting fairly quickly, man. It's 30%, right? So yeah, let's revoke that. There we go. They hate us, of course, now, and if we want to raise levies, they won't come, but I guess I can always bribe them. Well, not really. Yeah. Alright, so I've chilled for a bit, but we've built up a spy network on Ouagadougou and made a claim. Let's go ahead and do a fairly major war. This actually is progressing pretty nicely, man. It's not like we've had a holdup of, like, people not moving there or something like that. So, you know, I'm actually quite enjoying the speed that it's going towards, and you know, people are actually moving there. So, as soon as this is done, I think we will continue to slowly, you know, only one province by province. So, you know, it might be beneficial to get down along the coast, man. If I'm gonna be honest. So I might do Futa Jalon after that, and then the Guinean coast right here. Oh, sorry, the Guinean coast. I don't know how you say it, but yeah, let's go ahead and declare on Ouagadougou. I'm actually gonna co-belligerent Yatenga. We'll see if we can do something with them. Religious war, and simply there's the deck. I think I'm gonna raise levies this time and actually go in. Alright, so we wrapped both of these guys up. If we separate piece Yatenga and make them our vassal, we're actually chilling. Let's go ahead and do that. And we're gonna force convert them to Sunni as well. Let's see if we can do that in the same peace deal. We can't. But yeah, let's just make them our vassal and take their money then. So there's a peace out on them. And now I'm gonna peace out Ouagadougou, and I think, yeah, pretty simple. Take all of their land. Lots of guys will be mad, but I think me and my boys can take down everyone in West Africa, man. And I don't think these guys up here, well, actually they do feel antagonism, so they must know about me. But yeah, it's really not bad at all. Cool. And there we go, Mansa Musa II is now in charge, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go back and take a look at our dynasty once again, because I hope his brother... Oh, okay, that was his bigger sister. I thought he was this. But, arranged royal marriage, okay. Can she marry? Marry a noble? Yes, why not? Why not? We'll let her marry the guy who was in charge, because we do want to increase dynasty size. Alright, we've acquired 4 wives for him. We're gonna appoint him as a general of the 5th Army too, so that should increase crown power a little bit. See, what I thought was, I thought it would get colored in as soon as we're above 50%, but it hasn't gotten colored in, so I guess we gotta wait for it to fully settle. I like it though, it's cool. Also, if someone's wondering, the Black Death didn't hit us. All right, well, our dynastic construction is going very nice because this guy apparently is trying to be like NBA Youngboy at 19 years old and have 7 different kids, which is awesome. I've just married this guy to 4 ladies as well, so he's about to start having kids as well. He is also present in our cabinet, so yeah, we want to make lots of bebes because we want all of the Keita members to be in charge of different things in our country. I've been saying it many different times. You want them in the cabinet, you want them leading armies, leading navies, everything. And of course, the more bebes we make, the higher chance there is of you know, of us getting like good rulers. This guy's pretty good, man. This guy's pretty good. Either way, our expansion campaign continues. I'm spying, building up a spy network. Sorry, building up a CB on Bonoman right now. We'll get right into them as soon as it's done. All right, our Crown Prince Magan right here. I'm giving him an expensive education, and he's shrewd, which is awesome. Interestingly, man, I'm enjoying this dynastic stuff a lot more than I thought I would. All right, off to war we go with Bonoman, one of the largest nations around. It's Bonoman, Zamfara, and of course our biggest rival in our vicinity, who's not actually our rival, which is why I get way more antagonism, because I can't get a 3rd and 4th rival. It's simply not possible. Oh, there's Tunis, actually, that's good. The Kanem Empire. So yeah, let's take care of Bonoman. Cool, that's a wrap with Bonoman. Are they full annexable? Yes, they are. Obviously, about aggressive expansion here, we literally don't give a frick. Cool. Mali Empire grows, man. I'm very interested in seeing when this'll fill out, and if it works like I think it does, right? It probably should get filled out and actually be owned by us once this reaches 100% in Bono, right? But I thought, you know, sort of in the middle there, it would flip or something, but it's not. It's not. Obviously, control here is non-existent, man. Would it be way better to establish vassals here? Yes, of course. I gotta say, man, so far Mali feels pretty easy. So if you're looking for, you know, a country where you can be sort of like semi-isolated and stuff like that, you're the most powerful country in the region, Mali I definitely recommend. What you're probably not gonna learn here is the institutions, or I guess how slowly they advance. But everything else is pretty normal, man. Everything else is pretty normal. It might be a little bit tricky to manage like the different cultures and religions and stuff like that, but right now, it's not causing us any problems, you know? So, yeah. See, when we flip to this map mode, it's the Mali Empire is way bigger, dude. And actually, Africa is like actual size in EU5 instead of being shrunken down like it is in EU4. So, if we could see Europe, you'd see how big we actually are, dude. Look at the little caravans chugging along. From Banfora, yeah, Malian colony of Kong. No, wait, that's not it. What the hell am I hovering over? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Hell yeah. What about his broski? Oh, hell yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect, man. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Next dynasty, next generation of the Keita dynasty is secure, man. We're gonna have all of these people in positions of power. One thing we've really been suffering with is inflation, man. It was not a good idea to get all of that. Look, if we do this, if we mint max, we gain 0.5 per month, which is crazy. Yeah, there's no way for us to reduce it right now. We're simply making too much gold. All right, more religious wars. Wait, no, who the hell did I spy on? Have I not created a CB on anyone? All right, so these guys here ate up the other guys, but it's fine because I already got a CB on them. And another one bites the dust. Oh, I like the expansion, man. It's only 1368 too. I've been playing for so long. Obviously, over here it's pretty much impossible to make everything cores, man. As you can see, everything we've conquered is like just integrated, not a core, but that's because, you know, we gotta have it either our religion and culture and stuff like that, but we're not converting culture. There are a trillion different cultures, so yeah, that's I think one of the hardest parts about playing here, man. All the cultures and all the religions. You either gotta be a mega converter or a mega acceptor, and we're steering towards a mega converter, but not really converting actively, so Hey, there we go. We finished colonizing this. How long did it take? It's 1369 right now. I don't know when I started. Didn't start immediately. Let's say it took 15, 20 years, something like that. Cool. I mean, I like that. Okay, we filled that out. Let's see. It goes by province basis, so if I'm all the way down here, in fact, we could do this one to expand down there, but what's the... I sort of want to do it on this side since it's closer to our capital. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and create a colonial charter in Futa Jalan, right? What is Futa Jalan? It's these 6. Yeah, this one is probably going to take pretty long. Let's move people there from Bona. Yeah, why not? Yeah, and I found out what I wanted to find out, which was it only gets like actually added to your country after it's 100% done. So we won't see any of 6 of these provinces show up in our land until they're actually completely done, which, well, this one is going to take a very long time, isn't it? But still, it's something to do. Obviously, we're still in the age of Renaissance, man, and luckily, it's actually not that expensive to do this, but later on, of course, when we pop into the Age of Discovery, if you just do New World, for example, as you can see, man, all of this is like... Look, we even got stuff over there for ourselves, actually. It's, well, it's discipline, but nevertheless, you know? No, very cool. And minus a 33% recruiting explorers. Oh my god, it's for the journey. It's for the journey to South America. That's right. That's what Mali does. That's what Mali does in EU4 as well. I don't think we're going to get there in this video, but yeah, cool nonetheless. Oh, interesting. Zamfara right here is Sunni, so we can't create a CB on them with spying. And the parliament just ended, god damn it. We can do Oyo, I guess, but their overlord is... Who? Ife? These guys, right? No, what the hell? Oh no, Oyo's overlord is Isedo. Yeah, I don't want to bother with disconnect stuff like this. I'd rather hit Zamfara first. Okay, it's time to chill for the next 5 years then. Well, we're still doing stuff. I've actually been building a lot of bridges to increase control. Yeah. Alright, we finally annexed the subject, and luckily the stuff we got from them, it has turned into our cores, which is nice. We can actually extract stuff from there. How's our Sinicization going, by the way? No, we're unsinicized. That is giving us currently... Yeah, 4.52% cultural tradition. Not Chinese, baby. Well, in-game at least. These dudes are just speedrunning kids, man. These dudes just are speedrunning having kids. Look at how many kids this guy has. He's only 32 as well. He's got 16 children, and his broski has 11. I mean, yeah. Yeah. I think Muslim nations are busted for creating OP dynasties, man. That's like probably the strongest thing it can do. Obviously, we're, you know, they're still kids, so we can't put them in positions of power, but, you know. Alright, so our crown prince is now of age, and I've found him 4 wives as well, also his younger brother, so these guys are about to make 16 children as well. Let's see, what about our little nephews right here, and nieces? Okay, they aren't, of age yet. Yeah, and the best thing about these 2 guys is I've made them marry... Oh my god. Look at Consort Gundo. Okay, she's a consort in Zazao. I guess I married her off to a noble. God damn, that's a good consort, man. If I didn't marry her off, I could actually spend a little bit of legitimacy to make her be able to participate, you know, in our court. And we could actually put her in charge of doing stuff. You know, for women, you gotta do, well, as long as they're not married off to somewhere else, you gotta do, what you call it, like, ennoble them or something like that. Yeah. Okay, there we go. We got all of our kids and stuff like that and nephews in the cabinet. Yeah, they're not the best, right? Obviously, they're all at like 60, 50, something like that. There are nobles that are way better, but that's making our crown land banging, man. All right, I've actually finally acquired a CB on Zamfara right here. Let's go ahead and declare on them. They're just alone. No one here has any allies, man. So, let's roll in. All right, easy war once again. Let's see. Is this possible? It's not possible. Wow, we can't full annex them. Okay, let's not take this then. Yeah, lots of A, but who cares? Okay, there we go. We're done with this war as well. Nice. Mali Empire continues to expand, boys. Mali Empire continues to expand, man. I love it. Dude, our brother right here, Sakura, he has 11 kids. He has 10 girls. It's all girls. And then the last guy here, Magan, that's his first son. I guess, 11th time's the charm. Look, they're all girls. We've actually finally grown big enough to where we don't get inflation anymore. Alright, another CB has been created on Isedo right here. They actually have Oyo as their subject, so, but... We got Oyo do we end up fighting? What is this? Oil Revolt. We don't fight those guys, do we? No, we don't. Huh. I thought Nupe was their subject as well. Nupe is a tributary of Iseto. Okay, I get it now. Whoa, this is actually a crazy privilege for the nobles, man. Look at this. Office of the Farima Sura, gravel road. Every road cost minus 25% trade efficiency. It does make them pretty powerful, though. We unlock it, and we still grant it, but we gain other things. What is this? This is another one. Market attraction. It's tricky. It is going to make the nobles pretty powerful, but I actually like that quite a lot. Yeah, let's go with it. Look, we're still this guy, right? We're still Mansa Musa II, who's 39. We, of course, have 17 children, as everyone knows, and now our children have started having children. Our Crown Prince Magahan right here, he's up to, why doesn't it say the number? I guess 7 right now. Then his broski, he's up to 6. Yeah, oh, well, yeah, you know what it is. Too bad our broski only had girls, man, because we could expand the dynasty from this side as well, but it's all gonna be on him. But yeah, 46 living members. Okay, more war time. There it is. Cool, another war ski done. Yep, that's a full annex on all of those. Do I gain Nupe as a tributary now? We can change him to vassal if negative 739. I understand. Negative opinion. Well, you know what? How about we cancel tributary status? There we go. I don't want no tributary. Annexed another one of our boys right here. Turned into mostly our cores. Ever seen a cabinet this big? Yes, you know, marrying off our female children to these nobles, man. Obviously it increases the guys, but look at just how many Keitas we have. Like, I've never had a cabinet this big. I've been playing EU5 for months. I've never had a cabinet this big. Look at this, dude. All right, let's clean up some minor guys down here. I mean, these are the only guys we can get. Yeah, I wonder why my vassals become disloyal when I start wars, man. Another little war right here. These guys have joined the war. Nari, somehow. I don't know how, but that's dope. Okay, we're done here too. We'll take care of the rest of these guys later. We couldn't, obviously, because they're not co-belligerent, but I do have a CB on a Zaza as well, man, which they'll bring in Nupe. Obviously, I can't declare with levies raised, so we need to disband these guys and then we'll hit them. Meanwhile, colonization progressing too. One of them is already done. Hell yeah. It's just that I can't hover over this again for some reason, so there they are. He's doing the next one, which is, which one? Timbo. This one down here. Cool. Yeah, very slow at this point, but I'm actually very satisfied that you can do it this early, man, with like any nation that borders these things. Obviously, for us as Mali, it's not that expensive. You really probably wouldn't do it as someone like, I don't know, someone super small and poor, but if we're making this much money, yeah, I could probably run a couple of more of these too, but I don't know if it scales or not. That's the thing. It is more expensive, but all right, let's get into it with the Zazao, man. Probably the second largest nation we have left after the Kanem Empire, or Kanem Bornu, whatever you want to call him, in the greater West Africa region right here. Yeah, it's just us, man, our subjects, which we're very slowly annexing, and then some minor guys here, Zazao, Nuri, Kano, Gobir. I think all of these guys are pretty much full annexable here, man, if we're being real. So, yeah, let's go. That's a wrap on Zazo and Nupe. Can they be full annexed? Yes, they can. Nice, nice, nice. I love massive blobbing like this, man. It's not really something that I've done, I guess, this much in, why is this one highlighted? Doesn't matter. In you know, in EU5 and stuff like that. So yeah, I love playing in regions like this where you're free to expand as much as you want to. Obviously, is this like, do we pretty much not even own these provinces? Yes, like I've said many times, what I'm doing is way worse. If you guys are doing a real campaign for yourself, expand through vassals slowly, so you actually extract stuff out of the land, not like I'm doing right now. In the meantime, we have researched up everything from the Age of Traditions, man. Obviously, meritocracy, like, we're never gonna get. You never even get it as, like, European guys, but, yeah, what do we have left right here? I think this branch right here, the scholarly treatises, there's still quite a lot. Okay, so this is the army branch. This is like the naval branch down here. There's actually, oh, there's actually some cool stuff down this. This isn't actually the naval. Well, I guess once you get through here, yeah, that's what I want to do. So let's get down to here. Like actually, we don't need the fort thing. Livestock not producing that much. Then we can do the army stuff. Still, so much to research, man, even though we don't have any institutions. Like, this tree is huge over here. Pretty soon we're gonna get hit with some rebellions, but that's okay. I've prepared for that by not having forts literally anywhere, so we can easily take them down. We haven't taken a look at our dynasty in a bit, which has 87 living members. Yeah, man. I don't know what you want me to say. What's this? Look. I think there's probably a max amount. Okay, so this guy has 16. And this son, okay, less than 16. Obviously, these are all daughters, so it's not that much. This son, yeah, okay, less than important. Yeah, huge, dude, huge. Look at this, dude. Look at this. Hey, Mansa Magan, who's in charge? Right, it's still Musa II. 17 kids. Okay, so we know you can have at least 17 kids. That's actually crazy. I haven't spawned any geniuses yet, though. I haven't spawned any geniuses yet. There are some strong guys, I guess, you know, but no geniuses just yet. All of these guys are pretty average, man, I gotta say. And a lot of the good ones are different, like dynasties too, or not dynasties, but nobles and clergy and stuff and burghers, so yeah. But there is lots of crown members as well. All right, so you can do two at the same time. Look at this. So we're doing this one, but also this one. Why? Why has it sped up? There may yet be a chance for more kids from our ruler here because one of his wives just died. So, wait, actually, we're gonna fight these guys. Let's just marry a lowborn. Okay, fighting zealots time. These guys have popped out of my country. Wait, this can't be right. What the hell? So not only can we not... Yeah, we can't full annex these guys. How can we not be able to full annex these guys? But during this war, we did During this war, we did get a new ruler, man. So yeah, that's you know, one of our guys is gone. So I can't believe you can't full annex a freaking revolter or whatever. You can't fully beat any rebels. I actually don't like that at all. Yeah, that's kind of stupid. Yeah, look, the peace cost is 150, man. So what am I'm supposed to do this? Like, you're kidding me. If I'd known this would have happened, I would have played more stable, man, honestly. Okay, well, at least we can deal with these rebels down here. Yeah, those are full annexable. Yeah, this is just silly, man. This is just silly. Can I sort by war score? This, then? The most expensive provinces first, I guess? I can only do this? You gotta be kidding me, man. Okay, at least it's integrated. Jesus, fine. We'll deal with these guys whenever our truce expires. Alright, but no need to concern ourselves with any of that. Let's go ahead and fight Yauri right here and Ijebu as well when we finish up these CBs. Alright, let's continue chugging along with our conquest of West Africa, be declaring on Yauri right here. Religious war, baby. Damn, finally a really good, you know, a member of our dynasty, like really smart. We finally reached 100 living members in the Keita dynasty. Yep, that's just a thing we're doing. Oh my god, it doesn't end, dude. Look at this, dude. Look at this. Okay, war done. Obviously we're full annexing everyone here, man. I like the fact about, you know, I guess playing in this region is that, unlike, well, in Europe, expansion over here is about as fast as it is in EU4. Obviously, we're not integrating anything right here, or, you know, I already mentioned a couple of times how better it is to expand through subjects, but hey, we're just vibing, man. Yep, continuing along, man. Already got a CB on Gobir. I had to build one via Parliament on them because, you know, they are the same religion. This is gonna cost, due to Gobir being a co-belligerent, but yeah, why is this so expensive? Why does it cost 18 stability to declare on these guys? Do I have like a... Yeah, I got a royal marriage with them. Frick it. Frick it. I'm still gonna hit them. I can't wait for that royal marriage to dissolve. Sorry. Another one bites the dust. Full annex on Gobir as well. Cool. I'm actually surprised at how much we have to research, man. Yeah, the game really definitely does try hard to give you things to do, even if you haven't embraced institutions. Like, we still got so much more to research. Look, yeah, this is actually good. Way better than EU4's, you know, not teching up for like 2,000 points, you know? Yeah, more war. Ijebu now, and we'll actually finally have a coastline, which... if we had a bigger coastline, we could build up a navy to project some maritime presence, but, yeah, I mean, Still, wartime. Alright, no need to even siege the fort. Very nice. Oh, finally, a maritime law. So, shipbuilding speed, trade range. I think I actually am going to go with the trade range here. And of course, since we're not pirates, we'll be anti-piracy. Another thing that's also interesting, if you guys might have noticed, that we're still hovering around this same great power rank, even though we've grown so much, and that's because just so many things go into this, man. Like population scaled by control, right? So we're growing our population massively, but our control is absolutely horrible, so that's not doing anything for our great power rank, right? So yeah, even though we've grown so much, we really haven't moved up. I mean, we are still, well, actually we've gone down a bit. We're not still the most powerful country we know of. Egypt has returned to being more powerful. I can't believe I've started calling them Egypt instead of the Mamluks, man. I'm gonna miss it. Damn, that looks like a good-ass harbor, doesn't it? Alright, now at this point, a little coalition has formed out of Kano and their two boys down here that are also with them. If we declare on Kano, they also bring in their subject, Zamfara, right? Yes, they do. And of course, Akure and Owo. So, wait, I thought I had a CB on them. Do we really not have a CB on Kano? What's the religion? The religion is Bori. Oh, there it is. Okay. Create CB, religious war. There it is. Okay, we gotta wait for that. Well, what's the biggest one? That one. Ooh, Kano actually just grew by quite a lot. They ate up the Kanem Empire. It might not be a full annex. Yeah, it actually definitely won't be a full annex, I think. Either way, CB is up, so let's go ahead and declare on them. Religious war. Yeah, they'll bring in the same guys. I guess these guys have actually left, though, so yeah, doesn't matter. Okay, there we go. There's our next war. Alright, these guys are toast. I've never had a country this diverse so far in playing EU4, man. We got like a million different religions present, and not even to mention all of the different cultures, dude. It's actually crazy. Yeah, Yoruba is actually now our biggest culture instead of, wait, which a primary one? Mandinka is our primary one. Yeah, that one right there. I guess there's lots of Yoruba people. Let's see the population map mode. Yeah, there's actually quite a lot of them here. Yeah. Alright, well, we're done with these guys. Let's see how much we can actually take. So, if we go like this, yeah, it's already not possible to full annex them. What I'm going to do is actually sort of get a border with the Kanem Empire so we can finish them off, and then I wrap up Kano later. Alright, I'm doing this, and I'll finish them off there later. Perfect. Look, dude, so these people groups that we actually can't see are in the coalition against us. Well, we can't see them on this map, right? But if we go over to, to pop-based countries, these dudes, well, I guess it doesn't work like that, but these dudes absolutely hate us, man. The Sao people, the Bilala people, Bagu Irmi people, the Tuaregs as well. Look, yeah. So all of these guys I would fight if I declare on Kanem? I don't get it how this works. This is actually very interesting. Huh. New Mansa. Yep, it's this guy. Mansa Musa the Third. Okay, so I got a CB on Kanem, and normally I wouldn't declare on a coalition of like 5 guys, but I really want to see how a war versus pop-based countries go. I didn't even know you could interact with these guys on such a level, man. I mean, we can, you know, open country panel. These guys like were supposed to be playable at the start, but they're not. I'm guessing they'll be playable in like a year or something like that. I don't know if it's a priority or not, but yeah, they got regular things, man. They're improving relations. I'm improving relations with them to get them out. They got a CB on me. They got a ruler. They got people. So I wonder how their government mechanics would work, right? Tribe. Yeah, downgrading to rural settlement is sheep royal marriages, diplo upkeep, nobles food consumption. Yeah, very interesting. Society of Pops country type that exists by virtue of its pops does not need to own entire locations. Yeah, let's see. Let's see how that goes. There's our declaration on Kanem. As soon as I get a diplomat. Well, all right, got a diplomat. Okay, now let's find out. So there's declare war, take province, and boom, we are at war. So we are at war with these guys, but do I actually need to swap map to pop-based countries? Like, how do you siege these guys? I guess you just walk over to them, right? Oh, interesting. So they have pulled out troops. Maybe you don't siege them. Maybe you just fight them in battle, I guess. Yeah, I mean, it pretty much seems to be kicking their ass in battle, you know? So that's what we're doing, yeah. Okay. I mean, I don't see any of my vassals, like, going to that land or sieging them or whatever, so It must work like that. They are a society of people after all, right? If they don't own land, how can we siege their land, right? They don't have a city that we can like take control of, right? Yeah, they're pretty much just more troops. So keep that in mind when you know, if you get them in a coalition or something like that, right? But if you've gotten a coalition, you're powerful enough to deal with it. So there we go. The Canon Bornu Empire is out. Just a couple of more guys left. Nri, Kano, and these assholes that popped out of me. It should have a CB on all of these guys. Alright, let's look on Nri now. Actually, a surprisingly large nation, man. They've got 737,000 people. So yeah, this down here, dude, this is definitely like the most populous region, right? Or, well, at least it was. We've definitely depopulated some provinces, but our capital is looking mighty fine too. 135,000 people. Is it our most populous province, I wonder? Let's see. No, this is not it. It's locations. There it is. Zazao. No, Zazao is our biggest city. Where was Zazao? Here. Either way, yeah, let's fight Nuri. There's a full annex without even sieging down their fort. Perfect, and we've eaten these guys up. Damn, that was a major jump in population. We just gained like 1 million pops off of that, dude. Okay, I'm about to get some pretenders, or not pretenders, some rebels right here. So then we'll deal with Wa, and our truce with Kano is up in 2 years, and that's our final guy we want to fight. I don't like this at all, man. I'm once again gonna say it. I don't like it at all. I don't like not being able to full annex a rebellion. Like, sure, oh, Hawk, it's on you because you know, you're expanding so rapidly and not taking care of, you know, the internal management of your country. And I agree. It is by my own causing, but I don't think you should be able to get a rebellion bigger than you can full annex, right? I mean, I guess it sort of makes sense. Let's say you, like, I don't know, just eat up all of France. You're playing England, you do 5 wars versus them, take out chunks, boom, 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 boom. But I don't know if all of France should be able to revolt from you and then you not be able to annex them. I don't know. What's your opinion on this? What's your opinion on this? I know it works like this in other Paradox games, but... Alright, let's beat up Wa. And I've just annexed Jolof, so finally some sea tiles for us, man. We can build, what you call it? Probably we can build a wharf? Oh, we can't. Right, they're all rural. And I did try and build one in my subject over here, but they keep deleting it. Oh, they're nobles. We can't. And now they're back. Do I have a truce with them, though? Yeah, I don't have a truce with them. Okay, what I'm gonna do is, let's try and do parliament stuff. We can't get that much support, can we? Okay, I hope I get support from an event so we can hit them again. We don't have a truce with them. Excellent. This is exactly what I wanted. So now we can ask them to fabricate a CB on them. Because I already used up the parliament once on making them get a CB for this. But, yeah, we're chilling. Okay, let's do Nupe. All right, we just fought Wa. Let's fight them again. There we go. Okay, luckily we didn't have to wait. And let's finish off Kano. There it is, right? Parliament approved claims. Boom. All right, these guys actually had 3 forts, dude. So they were actually kind of annoying, but there we go. There's a piece out on them. Obviously, I'm deleting any and all forts because I don't want any rebellions that might spawn from me to get their forts, and then I'll have to siege them down. But we do have some rebels getting ready to rise up. Yoruba, these guys right here, which we can definitely full annex. Then we just got some nobles insurgents right here, which we're only gonna fight. There's no annexing there or anything like that. Now these guys, the Isese Zealots, these guys I'm definitely not full annexing, bro, so... Alright, this was a quick one, and these guys we definitely can do. Oh, I thought these guys were gonna be way larger. You know, there's something called corridors in EU5, if you didn't know. It's basically this right here, a passageway in between provinces. You can find them somewhere. So, for example, this is an uncolonized province right here, but this isn't, right? And we just... you know, it just gets colored in if both, you know, sides are connected to us or whatever. There's actually quite a few of these in, you know, in and around well, the Sahara. But yeah, it's time to wrap up this Mali Empire playthrough by, you know, finishing off the Guinea and Sahel regions right here by just eating up these small guys right here, which honestly I didn't even notice they existed. And once our truce with these guys that popped out of us is up in 2 years, we'll wrap them up as well. And, you know, we'll call it. This was mainly a, you know, an expansionist type of playthrough where I wanted to see, you know, how fast can you expand in a certain region when you're the only big guy there, right? So, let's build up some claims. Okay, how do we get here though? Okay, there's a corridor here. I thought we'd have to go around like this, but we're good. Let's go ahead and declare. There it is. And you know, let's just give it to Songhai, man. Why not? And for some reason, the decline of Mali disaster does have a chance to appear. We're Mali, we're an empire, we don't have a disaster, we've reached 1400. Okay, this guy is less than 200. Yeah, why did it start ticking now, though? Interesting. Oh, less than 10 stability, perhaps? Yeah, that was it. It was the stability. And there we go. Our final war, ladies and gentlemen, on these guys that popped out of us. And it's just one province, which means we are finally... right? We conquer them faster than we can get a diplomat. Which means we are finally done with our conquest of West Africa. As far as I can tell, ladies and gentlemen, we officially own all of it. You know, if you consider, you know, Sahel and Guinea, West Africa, right? Like I do in EU4. We're the only country left here. Obviously, we still got our subjects, but these guys are our subjects. Eventually, we'll be annexing them. You know, the colonization of this is going nice. I think we accomplished everything we wanted to accomplish. As, well, we didn't play that long as the richest man in the world, but we played as one of the richest countries in the world. And with us getting inflation down, man, by, you know, expanding our country so much and building so many different things, we can really start mint-maxing right here and, you know, start making some serious money. But yeah, man, that was our gameplay as the Mali Empire. Definitely by far the most powerful country in West Africa. You can expand and consolidate so quickly. You can start colonizing right off the bat. It isn't even that expensive. It's just super slow. You can go insta for the coastline, get maritime presence over there, you know, try and prevent the colonizers from coming in. Obviously, the hardest things about Mali actually wasn't acquiring things in order to build our buildings. We didn't encounter a problem with that at all, but I think our biggest problem will be, if we of course continue this playthrough, was the severe lack of institutions right here, because they're not spreading at all. Really, if we want them, we gotta expand elsewhere, but we do got stuff to research still. Yeah, it's just the institutions that are a problem, and obviously we didn't get hit with the Black Death, so I'm anticipating if the Europeans do come knocking, we'll get hit with some serious disease. Or maybe they'll get hit with some serious disease, you know? We haven't had any outbreaks of, like, malaria or anything like that. Not that that's an outbreak, technically, but I don't know. Maybe they'll suffer if they try and come and colonize all of this right here. But yeah, Mali's super fun, man. My favorite part about this is that we're so powerful right from the get-go and that we can insta-colonize. Basically, we don't need to wait for any institutions or tech or whatever. It just is super slow. But yeah, super fun, man, all around. Ended up still number 7 on the great powers list. We're the most second most powerful and second most populous country that we know of, making quite a lot of money as well, even though we didn't really focus on, you know, control and stuff like that. Obviously, in a real playthrough, which is not just gunning for expansion like this, we'd expand slowly, we'd expand through vassals, we'd focus more on building up infrastructure to stem control out from our capital, get some more maritime presence going in the coastal provinces. So yeah, this was just rapid expansion, man, without any given thought behind it. But in a normal playthrough, we probably wouldn't be this big right now. Or we could be this big right now, but a lot more of it would be through vassals. We'd focus a lot more on converting culture along with religion as well. Definitely doing that actively and stuff like that. So, yeah, very nice all around. Very fun. The Mali Empire. Do I recommend them? Of course I do. But that's been our little playthrough as the Mali Empire. Enjoyed it quite a lot. But that's all I have to say about that. But yeah, man, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like if you haven't already. It lets me know that you like this type of content. Subscribe if you haven't already, because we are going to be doing more EU5 videos, so you stay up to date on whenever that drops. And like I said earlier, if you do want to get EU5 for yourself, check out the link in the description and in the pinned comment, or use code TheRedHawk in all caps at checkout on Paradox's website. It might be cheaper for you to get EU5 from there as opposed to Steam. But yeah, that's it for me for now. See you next time.